In this lesson, I want to use what is commonly referred to as the Pat Metheny Lick as inspiration to discuss and teach intervals. In my opinion, this lick is simply just intervals going up string groups. And I've chosen the key of F for this one. And the first group is going to be fifths. So I'm simply just taking my root, F, and then playing the fifth, which is going to be C. Right? And most of us guitar players should know this shape. You know, this is the power chord. This is just, you know, old trusty. We've played this. And so, in my opinion, what Pat is doing is he is playing the root, going up a fifth, back down to the root, and then doing what I'm going to call a ghost hammer. He is simply hammering on, in this case, the A string, and I'm not picking it. I'm not even really thinking much about it. I'm just focusing on my interval, and then I'm not even thinking about hitting it hard or soft or anything. I'm just always using my middle finger and doing the little ghost hammer. But we don't even really need to worry about that. That's not the important part. The important part is just getting these intervals of fifths under our fingers, right? So if we're in the key of F major, we're going to have an interval of a fifth being F up to C. And then I'm just going to move diatonically up from F to G. So now we have G and D. Ghost hammer, but don't worry about it. So F, diatonically up to G. Moving again diatonically from G up to A. So A and E, B flat and F, C and G, D and A, E and B flat, F and C. So just fifths, just our power chords. A, B flat, C, D, E, and home to F. Another thing I've seen Pat do is take this exact same concept but run it in intervals of sevenths instead of fifths. So it's a pretty cool way to get some more bang for your buck, right? It's the same exact idea. It's almost the exact same feeling, except instead of playing a fifth, I'm going to play a seventh. Do the exact same ghost hammer and everything. So we're just going to have F, up a seventh, to E, back to F, and a ghost hammer. Moving it up diatonically. G, up to F, back to G, ghost. Moving it up from G to A, G, back down to A, B flat, up to A, C, up to B flat, ghost, D, up to C, E, up to D, and finally back home to F, back up to E, F, ghost. And then last but definitely not least, an interval of a tenth, which is just a third up an octave. So once again, same exact thing, starting on your root, F, up a 10th, to A, back down, and it goes to G, B flat, G, ghost, A, C, ghost, B flat up to D, C up to E, D up to F, E up to G, and F up to A. I also wanted to mention something that I discovered while creating this lesson, and that was, if we're hanging out here on F, playing a grouping of 5th's, and then 7th's, and then finally 10th's, my eye started just kind of seeing that picture, and what that is an F major 7 in root position on the D, G, B, and high E strings. And so I kind of thought, well, if I sit here and do my intervals in that position, if I move it up to G, I bet it's going to spell my 2 chord in the key of F, which is going to be G minor 7, and it does. So by this principle, this lick is not only going to teach us our intervals going up and down the neck, but it's going to also show us our root position 7th chords, which is kind of a nice little bonus. So just to break these down really quick, we have an F major 7, a G minor 7, an A minor 7, B flat major 7, C7, D minor 7, E half diminished 7, and an F major 7.